Imagine firing a bullet so powerful it can disable a vehicle engine from a kilometer away. That's the Barrett M82, USMC designation M107, often called the world's most powerful rifle. Debuting in the 1980s, this massive .5 caliber semi-auto rifle changed modern warfare. In episode 1 of our new series on the world's most legendary rifles, we explore the Barrett's origin, design, and legacy. Ronnie Barrett's award-winning photo of a .50 Browning on a patrol boat inspired him to design the Barrett M82. The story begins in Tennessee in 1982. Ronnie Barrett was a professional photographer when he got a call to shoot a river patrol boat bristling with twin .50 Browning MGs. That image, on the wall of Barrett Firearms, sparked a crazy idea. Could someone shoulder fire a .50 BMG round? With no formal engineering training, Barrett sketched a design at home and partnered with machinist Don Mitchell. In just 4 months, he had a working prototype. The first .50 BMG I ever shot was the one I made, Barrett later recalled.
By 1983, he was selling early versions of the Light 50. Those first rifles, each about 5 feet long and 28 to 30 pounds, had a buffeting recoil and a 10-round box magazine. Barrett quickly refined the design, a strong hex steel receiver frame, dual recoil springs, and a massive arrowhead muzzle brake to tame the kick. These innovations made the huge rifle shootable. An early review noted the M82A1's rugged design, easy takedown, and high rate of fire, praising how its recoil-operated action and brake mimicked firing a 12-gauge shotgun in felt recoil. By the late 1980s, orders poured in. Sweden bought 100 in 1989, and in 1990, the U.S. placed its first contracts, 125 rifles for the Marines in Desert Storm. In 2003, the Army officially adopted it as the M107.
The Barrett M82/M107 is a shoulder-fired anti-materiel sniper rifle built to wield the mammoth .50 BMG cartridge, 12.7 by 99mm NATO. Its key specs include action, semi-automatic, short recoil operated with a rotating bolt. Caliber, .50 BMG, which is 12.7 by 99mm. It's a round originally developed for heavy machine guns. Magazine, 10-round detachable box, firing up to 10 shots before reload. Weight is about 13.5 kilograms unloaded, which is about 30 pounds. Length is about 1,450 millimeters overall, that receiver and barrel combined. Barrel is about 737 millimeters, or 29 inches, heavy, fluted barrel to balance heat and weight. Recoil system, reciprocating barrel, 2 stout return springs, and a large twin-chambered muzzle brake. Recoil pad is a thick rubber butt pad and folded bipod help absorb kick.
These features combine to tame a wallop of a shot. The .50 BMG round fires a 42-gram, 650-grain bullet at 2,700 to 3,000 feet per second, generating enormous muzzle energy on the order of 20 to 30 kilojoules. The rifle's recoiling barrel and springs absorb much of that force, and the arrowhead brake vents gas sideways to sharply cut felt recoil. Even so, shooters say firing the Barrett feels like a stout shotgun going off, punishing but not crippling. Without these countermeasures, the .50 round's punch would be too brutal for a shoulder stock. The Barrett's effective range reflects its power. Fitted with a high-power scope, it can accurately reach out to 1,800 meters. In practice, trained snipers have scored hits at 2,000 meters or more in Desert Storm and Afghanistan. This long reach is thanks to the .50 BMG's high ballistic coefficient and energy retention. The Barrett M82 M107, here with folding bipod down, is fed from a 10-round magazine under the receiver. Internally, the Barrett cycles like this. When fired, the barrel and bolt recoil together rearward a short distance, short recoil action. After a brief travel, the barrel stops and the bolt continues back, extracting and ejecting the spent casing and cocking the firing mechanism. A return spring then drives the bolt forward, chambering a fresh round from the magazine. This semi-auto cycle, up to around 10 RPM, gives far more firepower than a bolt-action .5 cal. The bipod and carrying handle attached to the stock make it easier to deploy and transport. Altogether, the Barrett's design, stamped steel receiver halves, fluted barrel, and distinctive triangular break results in the iconic rifle profile seen today.
What makes the Barrett most powerful? First, its .50 BMG cartridge delivers immense kinetic energy. Armor-piercing incendiary rounds were developed for the M82A1A variant, able to punch through engines, concrete, or light armor. In tests, the Barrett's .50 bullets have cleanly pierced entire engine blocks and ripped through vehicle bodies. It can knock out drones, disable radar dishes, or demolish hardened positions from afar. U.S. snipers recorded using Barretts to stop trucks and clear obstacles during Desert Storm. Second, the Barrett marries that power with semi-auto fire. Most other anti-material rifles are bolt action. The M82 can put 10 heavy rounds downrange quickly, giving it a psychological edge on the battlefield. Enemy troops soon learned that insurgents couldn't hide from the Barrett. U.S. Army reports from Iraq even dubbed the M82 the most useful piece of equipment for the urban fight because it could handle multiple roles: snipe, demolish, and deter. Finally, the Barrett's accuracy contributes to its legend. Its free-floating heavy barrel and precision manufacturing, plus modern optics, let expert shooters achieve sub-MOA groups. Over long ranges, it was a game-changer. General Marcus Ryan, U.S. Army, noted a Vietnam sniper's 2,460-yard kill with a Barrett and high-quality optics, a shot that was once impossible. In short, the Barrett's blend of raw power and long-range precision is unmatched by any other shoulder-fired rifle.
The Barrett M82/M107 serves mainly as an anti-materiel sniper rifle in militaries worldwide. Its official mission is to engage enemy equipment, disable trucks, light armor, communications dishes, radar, ammunition caches, and even unexploded ordnance. For example, after Desert Storm, the U.S. Air Force used M82s to safely destroy runway mines and IEDs from distance. Explosive ordnance disposal teams often carried the Barrett to gun down bombs or clear structures. Its ability to perforate fuel tanks and engine blocks means a single shot can immobilize the vehicle without getting dangerously close. Many armies field the Barrett. Sweden bought it first, AG-90, in 1989. The U.S. Marines took it to Desert Storm, and later the Army adopted the M107 in 2003, over 2,000 rifles. UK Special Forces, France's GGIN, Germany's KSK, and dozens of other nations use variants of the Barrett. Special operations units prize it for counter-sniper and counter-material work. The Barrett can kill personnel too. A .50 round can walk through a flak jacket, but its main impact is against hardware. In combat, Barrett teams have achieved legendary feats: hits on targets beyond 2,000 meters, one-shot neutralizations of ammunition bunkers, and multi-kilometer detonation of unexploded bombs. One U.S. Marine sniper fired through a brick wall to take out insurgents at a mile. Its presence also has a fear factor. Troops caught in its sights often flee, ceding territory to friendly forces.
Despite its battlefield pedigree, the Barrett M82 is sold commercially in semi-auto form. In the U.S., it's a Title I firearm, no Class 3 stamp needed if it has a 29H barrel and no suppressor. Enthusiasts use it for extreme long-range shooting and big-game hunting. Handgunners on internet forums post 1,000-plus meter target drills on steel silhouettes. Some hunters, especially in the West, carry 50s to drop feral hogs, brown bears, or African game. It is capable of taking the largest animals humanly. Law enforcement agencies have also bought Barretts. For example, the New York Police Department and U.S. Coast Guard have used them for counter-smuggling and anti-terrorism roles. However, the Barrett's civilian availability is controversial. Critics argue that a shoulder-fired anti-armor gun is beyond sporting need. California, for instance, passed strict bans. Since 2006, it has outlawed sales and new ownership of 50 BMG rifles, calling them a clear and present terrorist threat to public safety. In response, Barrett Firearms even halted sales to California law enforcement. Connecticut and Washington, D.C. also banned certain 50 rifles by name. Supporters countered that the Barrett is no more dangerous than any semi-auto rifle when used responsibly, and they point to its recreational and self-defense uses. Founder Ronnie Barrett, a staunch NRA member, has openly fought efforts to demonize the 50 cal. Today, ownership is a patchwork, federally legal with background check,
but restricted in some states. The debate over the Barrett touches on ethics. Opponents decry its military power in civilian hands, while advocates frame it as a legitimate tool for precision shooting and deterrence.
Even among anti-materiel rifles, the Barrett has competitors. Notably, the Denel Anti-W20 South Africa is a bolt-action rifle firing 20 by 82 millimeters or 14.5 by 114 millimeters rounds. Heavier and larger than the Barrett, 26 to 29 kilograms, the NTW uses a hydraulic recoil damper and front bipod. It can switch barrels, calibers, quickly, and is fed by just 3-round magazines. The NTW's 20mm variants generate up to 37 kilojoules energy, making it even more powerful per shot, but its bolt-action rate of fire is slower. Typical effective range is around 1,500 to 2,400 meters, depending on ammo. In short, the NTW trades the Barrett's semi-auto pace for larger caliber firepower. The Chaytek M200 Intervention USA is a bolt-action ultra-precision rifle chambered in .408 or 375 Chaytek. It weighs about 14 kilograms and has a 7-round mag. The Chaytek's claim to fame is extreme long-range accuracy. It's advertised as achieving sub-MOA at ranges beyond 2,500 yards, or 2,286 meters plus. In practice, it excels at pinpoint anti-personnel shots over miles with very high BC projectiles. However, its .408-inch bullet is far lighter than a .50 BMG, so it has less raw stopping power than the Barrett. Chaytek's official blurb even calls it the most powerful long-range rifle in production, ranked number 1 by a TV channel, due to its precision. Others, bolts like the PGM Hecate 2 .50 BMG or AX50 are similar .5 cal rivals, accurate but slower. The Barrett XM109 25mm was a prototype grenade launcher rifle, but never fielded. Overall, the Barrett stands out for blending .5 cal firepower with semi-automatic rate of fire and relatively lighter weight. The Denel Anti-W20, shown, is a South African 20mm anti-materiel rifle, heavier and bolt-action. Its 20 by 82 millimeter rounds have more muzzle energy than the Barrett's .50 BMG, but it fires only 3-shot bursts and weighs about 60 pounds.
The Barrett M82/M107 is more than hardware. It's become a symbol of power and controversy. Ethically, it raises questions. Is it right for civilians to own a tank rifle? Its defenders say it has legitimate uses: sport shooting, hunting, deterrence, and note that ownership is already heavily regulated. Background checks, state laws. Opponents point to its use in conflicts and terrorism. For example, IRA snipers once used Barretts against British forces, and to the catastrophic damage a single 50-round can do. Legally, the Barrett's status varies. No federal ban exists, but some states treat it like an assault weapon. California's legislature, for example, explicitly found that 50 BMG rifles pose an unacceptable risk to infrastructure and life. In light of such laws, Barrett Firearms has publicly opposed restrictions, even writing an open letter to California's governor in 2008. Regardless of the debate, the Barrett's legacy is secure. It has redefined what a sniper rifle can do, earning nicknames like Death from Afar. Its distinctive silhouette, stamped steel stock, and enormous barrel is recognized worldwide. Collectors and enthusiasts prize original M82A1s, and militaries keep improving it. The current M107A1 has a shorter barrel and new rail system. Tennessee even made the Barrett M82 its official state rifle in 2016.
From a photographer's sketch to a legend of war, the Barrett M82 M107 truly lives up to the hype as the world's most powerful shoulder-fired rifle. Its invention changed the calculus of long-range firepower and remains an icon of American engineering. In our next episode, we'll explore another legendary rifle, so hit subscribe and ring the bell to join us. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, comment, and share your thoughts on the Barrett. Have questions or a favorite Barrett story? Drop a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe for episode 2, coming soon.